afternoon, Peter. It is Wednesday, the 12th of January. I hope. Hooray! As you can probably tell by the fact that I'm still in the house, we are all okay. There's no chance of our house flooding, or I'd say minuscule risk of our house flooding. The benefit of living in a suburb with Mount in its name is that we are quite high up and water doesn't tend to run uphill, it likes to stay at the bottom of things. Most of my friends are fine. A couple of them do have flooding in their houses, which is very sad, but they are safe, which is what's important. I had no idea what was happening when I did my video yesterday morning. I got a couple of text messages from people saying, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Damon sent me a message saying, "How's the house?" And I thought he was just picking on me because I spend most of my time at home since I no longer have a job. More on that later. But since then, I got caught up on everything and we've been watching the news and following the police things on Facebook and Twitter, and yeah, it's really been interesting. I've been seeing places that I know that I went quite regularly just underwater. And we're pretty much cut off from the city here because they've closed off the Riverside Expressway. And Damon's work actually just flew him to Sydney today so he could continue doing work. And now onto my job situation. Last week I found out that the map shop were cutting the opening hours on Fridays to 5 PM instead of 7 PM, and then they decided that they didn't need a second person to come in, and that was the only shift I was actually doing at the moment. So technically I'm still employed by Worldwide Maps and Guides, which might currently be underwater, but they're not giving me any shifts. So I've spent the last few days working on my resume, getting it up to date, and I'm going to start going around to places once this flood thing's over. So that's been me and my life and pretty much everything I've been thinking about lately. I will indeed do a how zombie-proof my house is when I move, but I don't think it's going to be very good. From memory, there's a large glass back door which wouldn't prove very hard for zombies to just pound their way through. And depending which zombie law you're using, zombies are quite effective at tearing through things like doors. So that's all from me. I hope you get the internet back soon because someone didn't tell me about their dream diary. So you'd better get on to that. And that's all from me. I'll see you tomorrow. Unless my house gets carried away by flood.